Can you use this little GoPro for real estate videos? Let's find out. Well, what did you think? Everything that you just saw was filmed on this GoPro Hero 7 Black Edition. This tiny action camera. Hi, I'm Luis Marquez. I'm a realtor here in the Jacksonville and surrounding areas. I've been a realtor for about 3 years, and for those 3 years, I've been doing all my video work. I've used everything from cell phones to little GoPros to really nice mirrorless cameras and lenses. And well, sometimes I still go back to my GoPro and I'm still quite impressed with what this little tiny thing can do. So this is called an action camera. It's really meant for outdoor activities like hiking, biking, swimming, anything outdoors that involves, well, action. This is really never made for indoor videography, for real estate, or anything like that. These kind of little action cameras have very small sensors and they struggle with very low lighting, which, well, almost every house does have pretty bad natural lighting. But if you're in a little pinch and this is all you have for the moment, you could get some pretty decent footage and it's pretty usable. So I want to share with you some of the settings that I used to create that video and other kind of settings and setups that you can use this little GoPro for in the real estate business. Okay, so we're here in the GoPro video menu, and let me show you what settings I used to create that video you just saw. So I did everything at 1080p at 60 frames a second, and I chose 60 frames a second because I wanted to slow it down in post to create a slow motion cinematic look. For the field of view, you should always use linear when you're shooting inside. If you're outside doing activities, you know, you could use wide or even super wide, but when you use wide or super wide, it tends to start warping the walls of the property, and that just looks really bad. So always use linear. It's very similar to what you would see out of a camera. For the low light, I kind of chose auto for right now. I might play with that a little later on, but right now for the low light, I chose auto. Stabilization, of course, you want that on. The GoPro Hero 7 and 8 have excellent stabilization. Anything prior to that does not have very good stabilization or nothing at all. Now Pro Tune, you want to turn that on because when you turn that on, it gives you other options on how to control this camera. So Pro Tune, you definitely put that to on. For the shutter, I chose 1/120, and you need to keep it that way if you're doing 60 frames a second, okay? For the white balance, I just did auto. Minimum ISO, I did 100. And for the maximum ISO, I just kind of went with 3200. I might choose a little less in the future as I play with this a little bit more, but that's what I did on my video. Sharpness, I chose medium. The color, I chose GoPro color. If you choose flat, what the flat profile is a desaturated video, and then you have to add coloring back in. And I'm trying to make this as simple as possible for you guys. And with that, that's the settings that I used. Now, if you're planning on using this GoPro for virtual tours, vlogging, or any of that sort, I highly recommend that you get a case, a mic adapter, and a wireless lav system. This is something that's so great to use when you're walking outside, showing people new construction, or even doing virtual tours. This is something that I have used in the past and I love it. And this is what it looks like. Just change the frame rate to 24 frames a second and the shutter speed to 1/48. And here I have it in my hands in one of my properties that I'm going to be doing virtual tour. As you can see, it's very small in the hands, very easy to use. And this is the audio coming straight from the GoPro using this wireless mic. As you can see, I could walk around and very easily speak to the camera, and there's no nasty camera shake because of the great stabilization. And anytime you want, you could just turn the camera around and show people the property. And it looks pretty darn good. So I hope you enjoyed this GoPro tutorial on how to use GoPros with real estate videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye everyone.